Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shema, Yasharallah, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shema, Yasharallah, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Bahashor Kahakudash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. As a high spiritual lawyer, today I want to go into a topic. All right, it's going into a peace of mind. All right, the power of solitude. All right, being free. All right. Now, in Babylon, you can never really have freedom in the sense that you have to work, you know. You'll never have full solitude because of the job you work in, all right? But so it's very important that when you leave that environment, that you go home to peace. Now, a lot of us have families, we have little ones, all right? But above that, you know, a lot of, you know, you got to maintain your peace, man. And I was thinking about this topic because yesterday I saw a video of the other Apostle Gabar. He was going into Eve, man. And one thing he kept saying was, all right, because the love of many shall wax cold, man. And we live in a chaotic world. He kept saying it to the spirit. He kept bringing out that scripture. The love of many shall wax cold. And he went into, I think the word iniquity. I think that's the word he looked up a lot. Because I know one of those words go back to psycho. All right, in the Greek. It ultimately goes back to psycho. Because you have a lot of psychos. And I saw this Jake, I want to say it was from St. Louis. And he was basically saying the average person in the hood is a psychopath. Like, if you look how people react in the hood, they're really psychos, man. Now, everybody, like, not just the hood, but he was talking about Jake in the hood. And if you think about it, when you watch World Star Hip Hop, and you see how people react in confrontations, how people react in situations, the crazy shit they do. Oh, okay, cold, the water, bro. The love of many shall wax cold. And he looked at that word cold, and it went back to psycho. And if you look at how people react, motherfuckers are psychos, man. All right? They're psychos. They're psychopaths, man. And it's rooted in Jake. Jake is a fucking psycho, man. That street culture, that drill mindset. All right? That street culture, that drill mindset. All right? That's a psycho, man. That's a psychopath. How Eve is all loud and belligerent, and then if she don't do what she if you don't do what she tell her to do, or if you don't do what she tell you to do, what does she do? She's a psychopath. She'll go get some guy that she perceives as dangerous and try to hurt you. That's a fucking psychopath, man. Something happened, I want to say late last year. Eve was getting an attitude behind this man at the register. She was getting an attitude with this man behind the register. And I think he eventually spazzed out and like punched her or something. And she went and got her 14-year-old son. And the 14-year-old son shot the man in the head. And it's like, you know what type of son, you know, to get your son and use him as a crash out. You know what type of son you had, man. But from that perspective, all right, Eve manufactures psychopaths, man. Eve manufactures monsters. The scripture says, "Mistress women shall bring forth monsters," man. All right, and the people are cold. The love of many shall wax cold because they lack apathy. I'm sorry, they lack empathy. They lack empathy, man. I notice like when people die, when people get unalive, it's not as grievous. I remember even when I was younger, the thought of somebody that you knew dying, it pierced your soul, it pierced your heart. But now I notice that every people are a little more, they're less empathetic. You know, like hearing about death, hearing somebody dying in the community, so-called community, right? They're less empathetic, man. People backdoor you, betrayal, infidelity, all that stuff, man. And it's done without emotion, without remorse, right? Because there's no, the world is cold, man. We live in dangerous times, man. It is not that these things have always happened, but it has happened at a greater scale, much greater scale now. All right, this is not the world that we lived in 20 years ago. This is not the world that we lived in 20 years ago. It's different, man. You know? But people are cold. It's a cold world because people have no empathy, man. All right? It's just no feelings, man. And this was the temperature of the world, the climate, the mindset of people before the flood. Going back to Wisdom of Solomon 14, you know, it basically goes into people who were basically amoral, you know. It goes into a mindset of people who, what's the word I was looking for? It goes into a mindset of a people who were basically, like I said, amoral, man. They became psychopaths, man. They became, it's like you are a teacher, right? It's your first day on the job, and you walk into a classroom, or better yet, you're a principal of a school, and you walk into a classroom, and the teacher isn't there. And everybody's wilding the fuck out, man. And most of us have probably all seen that one class or been to that one school where just rowdy as fuck. Like the movie Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman. He walked into that school and it was wild as fuck. Well, that's what the Most High saw. That's like what the Most High saw when he visited the world before the flood, when he looked down on mankind before the flood, man. It's like badass kids, badass students, man, who stopped following the curriculum of life. Same thing with this world, man. The state of mankind is just like badass kids, man. East Side High. There you go. East Side High, yeah. That's the high school that he went to, or there was a principal at East Side High. And the name of the movie was called Lean on Me, Morgan Freeman. All right? And best believe, all right, there's about to be disciplinary actions towards people on this planet, especially Israel, man. You gotta tread carefully with niggas, man. All right? We live in a world where an argument can lead to death just like that. All right? So it's better, it's good to protect your peace, man. That's what you have to protect in this world. You have to protect your peace. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much the point. You know what I mean? Something else quick on my spirit. Jay gotta get more rest, man. But we live in the world is crazy. And I remember like Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Tahar, he was saying like, just don't be out here like that, man. Because not only do you have domestic terrorism, all right, it could just pop off with regular people, man. Because something has shifted in the earth. But people are just crazy now. They're crazier. Like I said, this is not the world that we lived in 20 years ago. 15 years ago, 10 years. It's different now, man. All right, the backdoor culture is here. All right? But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters are edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rukah HaKodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of great wisdom and as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, Shalom, Shalom.